Good afternoon. My name is Timothy Adam Brown. I'm the President and CEO of Roy Corporation. We are Canada's largest and longest-standing appraiser and broker of dental practices. This is a one-take video. We don't have time for any editing. I hope that you'll be watching this tonight during your meeting with Sarah Casper, or Sarah Lynch of Casper & Associates in Boston. I understand that you're what we call here in Canada investor dentists. We've trademarked this term iDentist or investor dentist here in Canada. We're presently working on our U.S. trademark. Here in Canada, we have an office called the Canadian Intellectual Property Office, CIPO, that is run by the Government of Canada. This is our trademark certificate. I hope to have something similar for America very soon, and we will be licensing Sarah to use this term in America. iDentist, investor dentist. It's very simple. These are dentists who own multiple dental practices, and they hire associates to treat the patients, and they profit handsomely from the investment. Aspen Dental is one of the largest in America. Today, which is the 13th of June, 2011, I received an email that Aspen is adding 51 more offices to their network this year alone. In Canada, we don't have a large organization such as Aspen, but we have a multitude of dentists who own 5, 10, 15. One of our largest presently in Canada has about 35 offices. As an appraiser and broker, we analyze these investments to determine, is it profitable, given financing costs, associate costs, staffing, lab, dental supplies, all the other costs of a dental practice. The answer is unequivocally, absolutely is it profitable. Typically, our investor dentists in Canada are achieving returns on investment of 8 to 12%. They have cash flow of 15 to 18%, depending on their debt service and their overheads, and their EBIT, their earnings before income taxes, is substantially high. This is a tremendous opportunity. I'm quite envious not having a dental license here in Canada. Non-dentists cannot buy dental practices. So while I appraise them and I sell them, I can't actually buy them. I'm a broker like Sarah Lynch is, and we charge a 10% commission, but that could take me 20 years to get a listing and make that 10%. If I were an investor and I could buy dental practices, I would earn 10% per year on these investments, and in some cases substantially more. So I'm very jealous of your ability to buy and accumulate practices in America. We can't do that here. My advice to investor dentists or entrepreneurial dentists, as Sarah calls you, buy all you can while you can. The economy is very different down there today in America. It is the buying season. Now, certain areas remain very vibrant, like Boston, greater New York, certain areas of California. They haven't suffered the same economic setback that some of the other regions of America has, so prices remain quite stable and increasing in some of those. That's predominantly due to the ever-increasing number of buyers that come into these markets. Here in Canada, we've been very fortunate. Our economy has proven to be one of the most reliable and solid in the world, as you may know. We have one of the most coveted and protected banking systems in the world, and that's given the dentists of Canada great comfort in the last 2 or 3 years, and our dental practices are thriving. By example, the average equivalent full-time dentist in Canada, being a solo practitioner, grosses about $800,000 to $900,000, and I do know in most parts of the states that number is a little lower. And overheads here are quite consistent with the same overhead ratios you experience there. Sarah may have brought you copies of our book tonight titled Profitable Practice. I first wrote this a number of years ago, and Sarah and I have since co-authored the book together for American distribution. You'll see our smiling faces here on the back of the book. She might be giving you a free copy. Perhaps you've bought one. It's a simple read. It's intended mostly for the small solo practitioner dentist, but there is discussion in this book about investor dentist mentality, some predictions and trends we've made for the Canadian market and for the American. And my advice to entrepreneurial or investor dentists, regardless of their proximity to American cities or Canadian cities, accumulate all the dental practices you can. You certainly will not get the same return on investment in most real estate. You certainly won't get it off of Wall Street, or in Toronto we call it Bay Street. And if I were a dentist, I'd be accumulating all the dental practices I can. And I wish you good luck and great success, and thank you very much for your time. Timothy Brown, timothy@roycorp.com. Our company, Roy Corp, can be reached anytime at roicorp.com. Good luck.